This is a country with the vast Amazon rainforest as a world of its own. Swamps teeming with caimans. Rivers inhabited by giant pythons and predatory fish. Islands off-limits to venomous snakes. Roaring waterfalls that seem to swallow every sound. And remote lands where humans are mere guests amidst pristine nature. Today, we will venture into some of Brazil's most dangerous, mysterious, and terrifying places, where jungles, deep waters, venomous snakes, crocodiles, predators, and harsh terrain combine to create a Brazil very different from the familiar tourist image. Part 1. Amazon, the green labyrinth that swallows. Humans, if there is one place that represents the primeval wilderness of Brazil, it is undoubtedly the Amazon rainforest. From above, the Amazon resembles a green ocean. Stretching to the horizon. Trees are densely packed, rivers meander like giant snakes, and morning mist blankets the forest canopy, making the entire area seem like a world untouched by humankind. But beneath that majestic beauty lies a living labyrinth. The Amazon is not just a forest. It is a vast system of water, mud, insects, predators, venomous snakes, dense vegetation, and never-ending sounds. Here, simply straying from a familiar path can quickly lead to disorientation. Everything around you looks the same. Trees, vines, darkness, humidity, and strange noises. Emanating from unseen places. In the murky rivers, piranhas can move in schools. Caiman crocodiles lie motionless near the surface. Anacondas hide among the mud and grass. Mosquitoes, ants, venomous snakes, and countless other tiny creatures make the forest a place that is never truly safe. The Amazon is dangerous. Not because it always attacks humans. It is dangerous because it is too vast, too dense, too vibrant. And too easily for humans to disappear in silence. During the day, the forest can be breathtakingly beautiful. Sunlight filters through the canopy, birds fly by, and the river water reflects the color of the sky. But when night falls, the Amazon changes completely. Darkness envelops everything. The sound of insects is dense, like a wall of sound. The sounds of animals echo from afar, and in that darkness, humans are no longer observers. Humans become tiny creatures, standing in the midst of things far stronger, faster, and better adapted. The Amazon is the green heart of Brazil. But that heart doesn't beat to the rhythm of humans. Part 2. Snake Island, an island sealed off. By nature, off the coast of Brazil lies a small, verdant island, isolated from the mainland. From afar, it might look like an ordinary tropical island, densely covered in trees. Surrounded by blue sea and cliffs rising from the ocean. But this is not a place for relaxation. This is Ilha da Queimada Grande, commonly known as Snake Island. The island is famous for its extremely high density of venomous snake. Especially the golden lancehead viper. One of the most dangerous snakes in Brazil. Brazilian authorities strictly restrict access to the island. There are no hotels, no tourist beaches, no hiking trails, only forests, rocks, the sea. And a territory almost entirely inhabited by venomous snakes. What makes Snake Island so terrifying isn't just the venom. It's the feeling that this place seems to have been created by nature. To reject humanity. On many other islands, green trees and blue seas are inviting. But here, they're like a shell concealing a lurking danger in the shadows. Snakes might be perched on branches, hidden beneath decaying leaves. Moving through crevices in the rocks, or so silent that humans only notice their presence when it's too late. Snake Island shatters a familiar illusion. That every beautiful place on Earth exists for us to explore. No, there are beautiful places that aren't for humans. There are paradises where the safest distance is to stay far away and not enter. Part 3. Pantanal, the swamp of crocodiles, leopards, and the eyes underwater. If the Amazon is a green labyrinth, then the Pantanal is a kingdom of water and mud. Located primarily in western Brazil, the Pantanal is one of the largest wetlands on the planet. During the rainy season, water overflows the grasslands, low forests, and dirt roads. Transforming the entire area into a world half water, half sky. From above, the Pantanal is breathtakingly beautiful. The water reflects white clouds, grass bathed in the sunset light. Birds fly in flocks across the vast sky. And rivers meander through the boundless land as if without end. But beneath this peaceful facade lies a harsh predatory world. Caiman crocodiles lie motionless underwater. only their cold eyes visible. Anacondas may hide among the mud and waterlogged grass. Piranhas move through the murky rivers. And in the shadows of the trees along the banks, jaguars may be silently observing. The Pantanal is one of the world's most famous places to see jaguars in the wild. But that also means that by entering, humans are stepping into the territory of one of the most powerful predators in the Americas. The Pantanal is dangerous because the line between beauty and danger is almost non-existent. A calm body of water can conceal an alligator. A seemingly ordinary patch of grass can be where a large python lies dormant. A dirt road can turn into a mud trap after a rain. And a moment of carelessness on the riverbank can make humans realize they are not the main characters in this ecosystem. The most terrifying thing about the Pantanal is its silence. Danger doesn't always roar. Sometimes, only its two eyes appear above the water's surface. Part 4. The Amazon River. The turbid waters of giant creatures. The Amazon rainforest is terrifying. But the rivers in the Amazon hold another kind of fear. The water here is often murky, wide, and deep. You can't see below. And that's what makes each river a moving mystery. Below the surface lies a world beyond human control. There are piranhas with sharp teeth. There are electric fish that can discharge powerful electricity. There are giant catfish. There are caiman crocodiles. And in some areas, anacondas can appear near the water's edge. The Amazon River is not like the gentle rivers in landscape paintings. It's as wide as the sea, flowing through the jungle. Carrying silt, tree trunks, mud, and creatures hidden in its depths. One can sail through the Amazon and be captivated by the surrounding beauty. Forests reflected in the water, birds flying overhead, sunlight casting golden patches on the river's surface. But looking down changes that feeling. Because you don't know what's beneath. You don't know what's moving near the bottom. You don't know how many eyes are watching from beneath the murky water. The Amazon is dangerous because it doesn't need to be visible. It just needs to be silent, vast, and deep. And in that silence, human imagination is sometimes more terrifying than reality. Part 5. Lencois Maranhenses, the White Desert and the Illusionary Lakes. In the state of Maranhão, Brazil, there is a place that seems otherworldly, Lencois Maranhenses. From above, it resembles a vast sea of white sand. But amidst the soft sand dunes, thousands of turquoise and blue lakes appear, formed after the rainy season. Endless stretches of white sand. Blue water lies in the middle of the desert. The sky is so vast it makes one feel lost. And everything is so beautiful, it's almost unreal. Lencois Maranhenses isn't dangerous in the way venomous snakes or crocodiles. It's dangerous in a more silent way. The sandy terrain makes movement tiring. The intense heat can quickly exhaust the body. Shade is almost non-existent. The repetitive sand dunes easily disorient inexperienced travelers. And the very beauty of this place is a trap, because when the scenery is so spectacular, people easily forget that they are in a harsh environment. Here, water and sand coexist paradoxically. The desert should be dry and barren, but here there are lakes. The desert should be silent and still, but here there are fish, birds, and life that appears seasonally. Lencois Maranhenses is like a dream of nature, but it is a dream that can lead people astray if they are too blinded by its beauty. Part 6. Iguazu Falls, the Devil's Throat Roar. In the tropical forest, on the border between Brazil and Argentina, lies one of the world's most magnificent waterfall systems. Iguazu Falls. From the Brazilian side, one can see the entire panorama of hundreds of waterfalls cascading down into the tropical forest. Steam rises like white mist. Rainbows appear in the sunlight. The sound of the water roars incessantly, so powerful it drowns out all other sounds. Iguazu is not just a waterfall. It is a giant, living wall of water, especially the most famous area. Known as Devil's Throat, gives the feeling that the entire river is being pulled down into a colossal abyss. Standing near this place, humans feel strangely small. You hear the sound of the water. Feel the steam on your face. See the water rushing down with unstoppable force. And in that moment, you understand that water is not weak. Water can erode rock, cut through forests, create chasms. And transform the landscape into something both beautiful and terrifying. Iguazu is dangerous, not because it hides danger. It is dangerous because it displays its power so openly. You don't need to imagine. You see it. You hear it and feel it in every vibration of the ground beneath your feet. Iguazu is where beauty doesn't whisper, it roars. Part 7. Chapada Diamantina. The dangerous highlands of caves, waterfalls, and pitches. In the state of Bahia, Brazil, lies a vast highland region called Chapada Diamantina. Once associated with diamond mining history, it is now renowned for its canyons, waterfalls, caves, underground lakes, and mysterious ancient rock formations. Chapada Diamantina possesses no gentle beauty. It is dry, wide, rugged, and powerful. Vertical cliffs cut across the sky. Trails stretch across the wilderness. Waterfalls cascade from great heights. Deep blue caves open up underground, like gateways to another world. Some of the lakes within the caves are so clear blue that they give the impression of looking into an endless void. But this land is not for carelessness. The trails can be long and rugged. Rocks near waterfalls can be slippery. Caves can be dark, deep, and easily disorienting. The rainy season can cause the water flow to change rapidly, turning what seems safe into a hazard. Chapada Diamantina is mysterious because it's like a land created from layers of time. On the surface are rocks, bushes, low trees, and ancient valleys. Underground are blue water, darkness, and caves. In human memory are diamonds, adventure, and untold stories. This place makes you realize that Brazil is not just jungles and tropical seas. Brazil also has ancient rocky lands, where water has patiently carved through mountains over millions of years, to create secret underground passages. Chase Part 8. Serra da Capivara, the adrenal land of ancient traces. In the state of Piauí, in northeastern Brazil, lies a hot, dry, red-rocked, and mysterious land called Serra da Capivara. This place is famous for its caves and cliffs containing numerous ancient paintings. Figures of people, animals, hunting scenes, and daily life are preserved on the rocks. As messages from the distant past. Unlike the lush, humid Amazon, Serra da Capivara possesses a dry and solitary beauty. Red rocks rise up under the scorching sun. Silent canyons stretch endlessly. Low bushes cling to the harsh landscape. And on the rock walls, the traces of ancient people remain. This place isn't dangerous in the sense of wild animals attacking. It's dangerous because of its harshness. The scorching sun, the rocky terrain, distance, aridity. And a sense of isolation. But it is precisely this harshness that makes Serra da Capivara so captivating. Because in a land that seems uninhabitable, ancient people once existed, observed, created, and left their mark on the cliffs. Serra da Capivara makes Brazil mysterious, not only because of its wild nature, but also because of human memory. Memories carved into the stone, silent through time. Yet still powerful enough to make modern people pause and wonder, how did the first people to live in this land see the world? What did they fear? What did they believe in? And what did they want to tell future generations?